So, you guys rescued the Lily last time. Got back. Tried to do some healing on yourself. Rod did anyway. Found out the value of a good doc. And nearly took his leg off.
Hello.
Hello. I'm going to set you up, Rebecca, a red shirt character for the day. Because we are ready to start. We got
a crate full of spacesuits last time.
Yeah, I think you threw those onto the ATV. And I think you got your fix-it scan tool.
Do I finally get my hacking terminal?
Oh yeah, let's roll to see if you go, how that goes. Go ahead and roll me a d20, see how it turns out.
Sorry, what? Nice, I think. That's roll 20.
That's about as good as it can get. What you're going to have is a +4 hacking terminal.
Hell yeah!
Alright, here's the deal, Rebecca. You got 3 points in everything except for your health points. You have 10. That means you are a paper soldier.
Actually, one hit dead.
Firewinds, we're rebels?
You're basically, in the Star Wars world, you'd be rebels, the Alliance. They're more like the elitists, the rich people. And they literally had Death Stars and blew up independent planets. They just used their gravity turners to, like, basically terraform the planet with everybody and everything on board on the planet. So sometimes they'd blow them up. For the most part, they just terraform the planet with people on it, destroy everything.
All right.
You guys got a couple of bodies sitting here in the back of the shop, starting to stink. This is the second day.
I do need to heal myself.
All right, you healed 1 point overnight. You weren't in the last episode, so you healed another point. 2 points in all areas. I would recommend, with that severe of an injury, you go to the veterinarian and have him fix you. It's going to cost you 10 grand, though.
Can I help Rod fix his, broken plasma cannon and make it to a plasma sword, as you said? Can I help him fix that?
Yeah, Lee's got some tools and stuff out in the junkyard. I'm not going to pull up a map, but there is a big shop in it. You guys got your ATV there, and you have the van there. Somebody needs to paint the van again, because the cops saw you in the van before. Rod, you want to do your sword, right?
Yeah, but I'm happy to do other things.
Why don't you give me a computer's hacking check there, Rod, and see if you can find a YouTube video on it. Yeah, you find a video on it that's going to give you a +2. With a 14, I'm going to say it's back to being a +1 sword. If you want to take it in and have an expert look at it somewhere, you just can't seem to get the circuit board to fire it up to turn on the plasma portion of it. The DC on that, 20 to get the plasma part to work. Hirochi, you're working on the four-wheeler. It's functioning. You know, it runs, it drives, but it's not at its peak performance. It's gonna need some more work to it. Not quite the bat cycle that you're looking for, you know. Samuel, you're gonna go work on the van, try to give it a paint job. Give me a mechanic's repair. Yeah, it pretty much looks. You got it nice and shined up, and you change the air filter and stuff. You don't know what the hell you're doing with it.
Okay, I did my best. Well, I'm gonna check out later.
All right, how about Lee sends in Rebecca to try to help you with it?
All right.
Rebecca, are you like one of these hot models that doesn't do anything, or can you get your hands dirty and work on cars?
Oh no, I can definitely get my hands dirty. No promises I'll succeed. It's been a while since I worked on one, but I can get it off.
All right, so you walk up, you see Samuel working on the van. You know, it's still kind of running a little bit rough. Go roll mechanics checks.
Okay, no promises this will help. It's been a while.
You got it.
Yep, you reach in, you fiddle with some wires. Oh yeah, your plasma conductor's wrong here. It's got a limiter in it, and you rip the limiter. It's got some government emissions bullshit. You rip those off and plug the wires back together, and all of a sudden it's purring like a kitten and running a lot better.
I do it without getting a drop of anything dirty on my red shirt, red dress.
Except for you got just a little bit of oil on your face, you know, like just to make it look better. You know?
Just on my face, not on my dress.
Yeah. Lee comes in and he says, there's a ship that's broke down in space. And he's on this asteroid, and he's calling me and he's asking me to send out some parts. It's a couple parts for a grab drive. He'll pay to have them delivered, and he'll pay to have them installed. And, I told him I don't really have that many great mechanics on staff, but maybe Rebecca can help, and the rest of you guys can do what you can. Who's up for a mission? You'll be gone for about a month, and it's probably a good idea, you know, to get Lily out of here, and you know, you guys to lay low. You know, wouldn't want any of those Kai guys to be looking for you.
He's got a point. We do have a little bit of heat on us. We should a ship with parts, and we need to bring it back.
He said you guys got about 2 hours to go to the store. If you need to buy anything, buy some rations and whatever books and stuff you need.
We want obviously rations for probably 10. We probably want 300 rations.
Alright, we're definitely gonna run from space pirates, so we have to get ready for rations and be ready for a fight.
Space pirates?
It's gonna be fine. We'll just take the ship.
Like mackerel or tuna or
Salmon.
I'd like a good smoked salmon. Put it in like a rice ball.
Something fishy in the
Space pirates?
basic ranged weapons.
I got a pistol, so I'm okay.
I mean, I have a couple of spears.
Also, we should bring someone who can treat our wounds while we're in space.
Somebody got a +2 med kit, didn't they?
I have one.
Yeah. Hey, you old damn secretary. Got your old shit down.
Guys, I'm sorry. I've got to do something, so I'm gonna have to jump out.
No problem. Come back if you get time. So Lee's brings in a ship, a transport ship, a cargo hole on the bottom of it. He loads in the parts into the ship there. He's gonna give you guys. He's gonna find a pilot for it because he doesn't know that you guys are qualified. Is there anybody here that's qualified to fly a ship?
Nope.
0.
Nope.
The very least I can do is co-pilot because it's literally 1 point in flying.
And as we said, we also wanted basic pistols.
I thought you, Rod, didn't you grab one off the guy that got shot right at the last game?
Yeah, I guess I did.
Yeah. Hey, you old damn secretary. Got your old shit down. You guys can come aboard right here. There's a set of stairs.
How much would it be for a whole month of rations?
A starving diet would be $10 a day. Fair eating is $30 a day, and eating real food would cost you about $100 a day.
Okay, so your money's definitely off. You spend $100 a day on food?
No, on this planet it's just fucking poor. $30 a day if you want to eat just like protein bars. You have maybe a lemonade powder, some food pills that you take basically, or tablets. But real food's going to cost you about $100 a day. A $10 level would be just like a couple pills that you would take to make you not starve.
Is Lee providing that for free?
Oh, he's going to pay you well for this, so he promises you guys $200 a day.
Well, I'm going to go at the $30 level then.
I like to take care of my body, so I'm going with real food.
It should only be about 15 days to get out there. And he's kind of, like I said, we're going to hurry, the captain says, so. Have you guys been off planet before?
I've traveled to some planets, but not this one.
Make sure you bring your Alliance passport, too. And there might be more money to be made. Lee is getting paid for the part, and he's getting paid for the shipping. That's his end of the cut. He's paying for the pilot. And Gary says, come on, we got to get a move on. That's his name's Gary.
We're coming.
Anything else? Because we're literally going to be away for 30 days.
You guys jump aboard. All right, Which one of you got the most mechanic skills?
Oh, it's Samuel. He's got +4.
And then we need a co-pilot report to the front. Rod, take one of the gunner positions. We're going to need a flight engineer to do a pre-flight. They got the hoses all hooked up. They're filling the ship full of water. Basically, ships run on water. They use a gravity drive to separate the atoms of the water to make fuel for the thrusters. You'll find a button for a flight engineer check.
Ooh, an 18. At +4, it's 22.
You guys both get everything turned up. You're checking everything, all the levels. Everything seems to be functioning. No error codes. Pilot check. Enter your course to destination. Delta asteroid. Alright, we got a 16, which needs a 13 to fly. Fire up the gravity drive. The gravity drive basically also turns on the gravity shielding. The gravity shielding reduces the weight enough, and the thrusters engage to lift the ship up off the ground. You retract the landing gear, and you're going to make a hard burn to thruster lift to pilot out into space. Another flight engineer check, please. Co-pilot check. Check with flight control, or why don't you make a computer's check to get the permit to pass into space.
We have a problem with my roll.
All that does is check disadvantage.
Do you want me to make a computer's check? So that's actually a quite positive one.
Yep, so you're getting on the computer and telling everybody what's going on. You're clear to, they say, yeah, you're clear for space. You guys, all of a sudden, you see the engineering systems. You got all sorts of lights coming on. And you're balancing out the tanks and trying to make sure that the thrusters have enough fuel, but you're thinking that for some reason there's not enough. You hear the captain jump on there. Should I, how bad is it? Should I abort the takeoff? We're already making speed.
No, Commander, we're ready for takeoff.
Can I roll again?
I think you're disadvantaged for the rest of the day. She's going to try to make for it.
So how does this advantage work here?
She has to roll twice, and she's adding +1 to both times. And she makes the good first one. Let's see if she makes the second one. Oh shit! We've got a problem, Houston. We have a problem. We're failing a check.
We're about to crash and burn.
Error code. I need somebody to roll me a D20 and a D10.
Screwed. Yeah, we're totally screwed. We're screwed. We're screwed. We're screwed.
D20 and a D1. Yes, we are fucking. What's the first one? 8 and 1. Not a good thing.
Oh boy.
8. Problems with their thrusters. No steering. No atmo flying. And number 1 is catastrophic. System destroyed. Oh shit.
We're stuck.
Who's the flight engineer in the engine room, it's gonna take some damage here. So random damage location. Your right leg gets whacked 20 because this is pretty severe. Ouch! You take 20 points to your leg. You are knocked down and in a lot of pain there.
I have a +2 armor for my suit.
Okay, so you save
That help?
Save 2 points of damage. Somebody get back to engineering. The helm's not responding. You guys are slowing. You're still climbing, but it's like you're not going to break atmo at this point in time.
Okay, well, this is all kind of unexpected.
Go back to engineering. See if you can help.
I'm gonna go back to engineering.
Roll me an acrobatics check.
Wait.
The whole ship is just shaking like hell.
Go back to acrobatics check either.
2. The whole ship like loses gravity for a second, and you're like you're thrown in the air, and then you come back. So your movement is like all the way back here, and you're just slammed into the door on your back. 7 points of damage to your back, minus whatever armor you have.
God damn it, Lee, you gave us a piece of shit.
The other guy, he's running back there as well, so he's going to try to run back as well. He's not much better. The ship is it's really hard to fly. He flies through the air and he just gets dusted and rolls across the floor as the ship's rocking and starting to turn sideways. Kind of picks you up, Rod, and says, "Get back there!" We've got to roll another failing check. So somebody give me another D10 and D20.
D20 is 11. D10 is 2.
As you see the explosion from the thruster, landing gear light says that it is on fire. You got a fire in the landing gear. You're seeing pieces of the ship fly out in the rear view mirror.
Oh my god.
You just lost one of the landing struts. Or if you are able to get to Earth, you're gonna crash their ship. There's probably no way landing it, and their only hope is to get this fucking thing into space. Is what the captain yells out. Rod, make me another acrobatics check.
Okay, it's almost decent, but it's not.
So
Am I awoken or
you're stunned for a turn. You're looking at your leg bleeding out all over the place. What's your movement speed, Rod? 5 squares or 6?
It's a regular 5.
So you can move 10 squares here because you're not taking any actions.
Okay, so I'm moving all the way up to Samuel.
8, 9, 10. You're back where this guy is.
Where's the difference? Sorry.
And at this point in time, I'm going to roll. May or may not be determined what kills all the crew. I can roll it for you guys, or if somebody's feeling lucky, they can roll it. In fact, I'm going to average it. You're going to roll 2 d10s. This is the number of turns until the ship hits the ground. At this point in time, and I'm cheating for you guys. I want you to know this because number 1 is catastrophic. It means there's nothing I can do to fix the thrusters. It'll have to be, there's going to be somebody's going to have to roll like a nat 20 or an equivalent to 20 to get some of the thrusters back on. Because there's really, and even that's pushing it.
I'm going to roll the 2d10. Absolutely average, but we've got 11 turns.
11 turns, alright. On average, everything's average, so. Alright, you got 11 turns to get back there. And so make your acrobatics again to get all the way in the back.
That's a success, I believe.
Alright, you jump all the way to the back.
Can I try to heal Samuel's leg?
Oh, I wouldn't even fuck with him. You're 77 seconds from crashing into the ground.
Go!
It doesn't matter if he has a leg or not. Samuel, you're up in the back. You're going to roll a acrobatics check to see if you can get into the engine bay. You guys need to be in here. That's Rod, you made it all the way there.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Come on, Samuel.
Samuel, your leg's fucking up. Roll me the dice. Well, here, I'll roll the dice. 4. So, Samuel, you try to run, and the ship, as you're trying to limp on your leg, you fall over on your leg as you're walking forward. The whole ship just rocks at that time. You fly in the air, and you hit your head straight into the wall. 1 point of damage to the head. Rod, you and Gary are looking around the engine bay going, oh, fuck, what the fuck did you do in here, Samuel? And there's all sorts of buttons and levers and all sorts of shit. Rod, roll me a perception check.
My
I don't for the
goodness.
whole day.
Oh, perception. I've got +5.
Bro, what are these rolls? This is rigged. This is rigged. No, you cannot roll
It's pretty.
a single digit in a d20 times.
You hear the computer click on.
Wait, Firewinds.
10 turns to impact. 10 turns to impact. Orochi, I want you to roll me a co-pilot check.
If we roll another digit, it is rigged. The roll 20 is trying to kill us.
You rolled a 3.
Alright.
Oh my god.
3?
You're not able to give her any help. She is...
Hey, Firewinds.
Yeah.
Where's the eject button?
Well, you would just rather die jump out without a parachute and clean to the ground.
Oh, come on, even the seats don't have parachutes.
Oh, I have a failed flying check button. I forgot I even made one of these. Flying check. No help from either of you guys. She's holding it together without you, Orochi. Now, at this point in time, the ship's reached maximum altitude it's going to make. It is starting on its descent, and she's trying to hold some shit together. But the gravity shielding can only do so much to keep this ship from completely sinking like a rock. It's giving you a little bit of a glide on the way down. And she's pushing forward on the stick saying, oh shit, we're going to have to land this thing unless you guys get it going. But we don't have any landing gear, so it's going to be not fun. These ships are not meant to land like airplanes. They're meant to come to a complete stop and then deploy their landing gear and then, gracefully set down. Gary's going to make a perception check, and he's going to try to see what's wrong. Oh, and he says, oh, we're so fucked. The control, he's grabbing the the main thruster controls, and he's looking at he's basically seeing the same thing as what Samuel saw. He kind of gets shocked and back to the thing. I'm going to roll. His hands get shocked as he touches the board and everything like that. He's like, we've got to find the auxiliary. So Rod, make me another perception check. And
these ships have multiple redundancy, Gary. 24. Finding early.
Fuck yeah, and you get a natural 19, so that means you get an extra free roll.
That's the first time I've rolled a 19 or 20 in this game. I've rolled so many ones.
Extra ball!
So roll a d20 or what?
Am I gonna wake up?
Make a con check to see if you may wake up on your next turn, Samuel.
So
Right.
am I simply rolling an extra d20?
You can save your reroll to use in the next coming minute, or you can do another action this turn.
I don't know exactly what's happened, but...
Yeah, you find the auxiliary control panel. It says manual thruster controls.
Okay, I figure I'd like to go on that right away with mechanic.
They're looking for stuff, and what you found is basically it looks like a USB port. Back over on the other side, you see there is a port from the pilot station, and basically you're going to have to manually string a wire across and unplug the existing control, the thruster control, and plug in the new thruster control, and hopefully it'll work. Is what you're thinking. Roll me a history, knowledge, intelligence check, Rod, and a mechanics check.
Mechanics is 10 total.
That's actually good because you know that it's going to be somewhat easy of a check. You're going to have to make 2 of them, though. You're going to have to find a USB wire. And that's that there. Rochi, roll a co-pilot check, and I'll be right back.
We're probably gonna die. I don't wanna die because this is my favorite character. I don't wanna make a new one. I wanna keep Sam into the game.
The thing is that you will take my USB wire from me from my cold dying hands, and I've not been assigned a room on this ship yet, so it's not plugged into a charger, so I've got it on me.
You do your things because I'm knocked out.
Yeah, did you roll your body con check?
A 17.
Pilot check. Oh, fuck! Roll a failed pilot check macro. Not good. Like, there's all sorts of smoke starting to fill the cockpit, and the windshields are all getting all smoked up and covered in smoke. You see this, like, shocks going in the front, black burn marks on the windshield. She yells out, "Turn on the ventilations! Rochi, ventilation system!" You gotta turn on the defrost there, Rochi. Body con check, yes. Samuel, you get up on your next turn.
17.
And the computer goes 63 seconds to impact. 63 seconds to impact. Rod, roll me a perception check.
I did want to argue that I carry every single type of USB thing with me. You know, I mean, I have at least 40 USB cables in real life.
Wait, does your character sheet say 40 USB cables? Yeah, he points you in the direction where they are, and you open up the hatch and immediately find a good 25-foot cable. So that's this entire turn as you're digging that out in the 7 seconds. Samuel, you wake up. That is all you get to do on this turn. You stand up to the ground. You're holding yourself up against the wall. The whole ship's still shaking like hell, but you guys start to feel a sinking feeling as the ship is starting to descend to Earth. Orochi, roll me a co-pilot check. You got the windshield cleared off. Orochi, no help.
Come on.
Pilot. Oh, fuck. 4. She's got to roll the fails.
If we survive, we're never taking another space mission ever.
4. Control systems. Yeah, it does. This is irrelevant because it fixes itself once he plugs back in. She's like, "I'm losing flaps. Controls are going out." So you can see basically like where the thrusters were supposed to be controlled. They're feeding back into the loop and damaging the control systems. They need to be unplugged. Rod, go ahead and make me a mechanics check to unplug the existing control systems and reset them. You're able to do it. You unplug the old wire that's like still like sparking the main thruster relay. It's like it's shocking, and you just grab it and you unplug it real quick, and it doesn't shock you as it does. And you just throw the half-burnt, cable onto the ground. You see Gary say, "Plug in the cable," and you hear the computer say, 57 seconds till impact. That brings us to the top of the new turn. Rod, mechanics check to plug in the new cable you got. You stick in one end perfectly. Sliding in, it's a USB port, and there's only one side it goes up, and half the time it's fucking upside down, but you just barely get it in there facing the right direction. Samuel, what are you doing?
Trying to heal myself with magic.
Instead of looking at, trying to go into the engine room and help, he's sitting there looking at his leg.
We're literally gonna crash.
Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Okay, I'm gonna go in and help.
It actually is I think it might be a free action. You're welcome to cast it. Roll me an acrobatics to run in there.
Then I'm probably gonna roll a 3. I'm gonna die.
17. Oh yeah, you slide around the corner and you get yourself in there, and you run in there, and you say you see Rod's dragging a cable across the floor. Make me a perception check, Samuel. This is what you're looking at, the cable. The cable that Rod pulled out of the cabinet, and you're realizing it's 100% not going to be long enough. You've got to get another cable connected to it.
Orochi just takes care of everything.
Orochi, you roll on that 20. Because of Rod's disconnecting the existing thrusters, the control module gains control of the flaps. Orochi pulls out the manual flap lever, which engages the flaps for landing. They come online. You hear Jenny go, I've got control, and all of a sudden, but the ship stops shuddering because the flaps are out now. It's now flying smoothly to its death. But you guys may survive the crash at this point because of that roll. You hear computer say 50 seconds till impact.
So I'm a little bit worried because...
Yeah, make me another perception check. Yeah, you grab another cable, and they're like female to male, so you're able to shove another one onto this. I'm not going to make you roll for it because the ship's no longer shaking. It's not too hard to do, but that is the whole turn for you.
I'm actually asking Samuel to help now that she's here.
Okay.
So I roll mechanic check.
We're going to fully connect this turn.
Please. I roll 20, don't fuck me over now.
21.
Nice.
You guys plug that in. You all of a sudden, they've had the thrusters engage on max up in the pilot check. And you guys hear the thruster module lights up, and a little button turns from red, all of a sudden turns yellow, and then all of a sudden turns green. And when it hits green, all the thrusters come on max, and you guys are just pancaked to the back of the room. You guys in the front, Orochi, you guys are sucked back into your seats, but I need all three of you in the back, well, one's the NPC, to make a acrobatics. You guys see Gary tumbling across the room, rolling like a tumbleweed across the floor, slams into the back of the thing, but he's okay. Orochi, because you rolled a nat 20, you are able to help the pilot continue the flight for the rest of the flight. You hear the computer alarm going, 45 seconds till impact, 30 seconds till impact, 20 seconds till impact, and the whole ship is just you guys are all fighting the G-forces, careening to the earth, but it's starting to pull up. 15 seconds to impact, 10 seconds to impact, 5 seconds to impact, and the whole ship it's just shuddering under the fucking G-forces, and you're hoping the wings are not that. Orochi, realize that you have the flaps in the landing position still. Roll me a co-pilot check.
Oh my god.
She's going, shit, and looking out the window in the front of Orochi, you're seeing the buildings of Broxton. You're swerving around and trying to stay in between the streets and between these two high-rises. Some kid's drone and it goes bouncing off the windshield, and somebody's laundry line just gets completely blown off the side of the roof. There's like house plants on the deck just fall off their banister and smash onto the ground, and the ship pulls up towards the air, and you guys break atmosphere, and you guys hear the comms going, central control going, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" You guys pull off into space. Before you guys even want to get to engaging the gravity drive and getting to deep space, do you guys want to dock at a spaceport here and try to fix the landing gear, or do you guys want to just get the mission over with?
Can we fix it, please?
Definitely fix it. Definitely fix it.
Agreed.
So you guys pull into a space dock. You basically call Lee and you tell them she reports to Lee and tells them what happened. She says we're going to go to the space dock and get some repairs on the ship. Hi everybody, thanks for watching. That's the end of that double episode. They take about twice as long for making and editing. And I just want to big shout out and thanks to all my players and the people that help make these videos possible. I know, and the people that watch, there's only like 20 people that watch, probably the same people who play in it, but maybe someday it'll catch on, maybe the algorithm will pick it up, or maybe I'll just keep making them because I enjoy making them, and I hope you enjoyed watching it, and share it with a friend. Thank you very much.